Episode of the Brigade podcast, which is the most on-time podcast in the history of broadcasting. I guess I'll just start the show like normal, I guess. I know it has been a long time since we recorded. Since you heard an episode from us, we'll explain a little bit that. Obviously, I'm here with Gus.
How you doing?
And then a return guest, a friend of the show. Just a good friend. Nick is here as well.
Which means a lot these days.
It's
nice to have a good friend who's there to support you.
Yeah.
Unlike others. We won't get into it, but
all I'll say
have to say it.
All I'll say is there are people you think are your friends.
Yeah.
And then one day they talk about, why aren't you paying me to be your friend? Yeah. Why are you berating me if we're friends?
Yeah.
Why do I have to be on time if we're going to be friends? Like, shit like that. And then one day they're not your friends anymore.
It's very appropriate that I think we're recording this on Holy Week, because I feel like I've been betrayed by a friend, like Jesus was.
Yeah.
And unlike the name and title of Good Friday,
okay.
This is not a Good Friday.
This isn't a territory I thought we were going to get into, but
we're just not. It's not a.
I guess we can come out. Tom, you probably realized by now Tommy's not here. Actually, that's the reason we've been on such a long hiatus. Tommy, after our last episode, in between seasons, we took our holiday break for over a year, and so Tommy has been renegotiating his contract.
Yeah.
With us, with the Rage Brigade, with Rage Brigade Media, and it's been a hard time. We haven't, we've been under a lot of legal scrutiny. We've been talking a lot, both with our lawyers and with Tommy's lawyers, and I'll get into more detail about that. Basically, it's a tricky situation, and we can't say a lot on the podcast. We got special permission to record this one episode just to tell our fans, the Rage Brigadiers out there, what it is we've been doing all this time. People have been, I'll get several DMs.
A lot of emails.
A few DMs every month.
I've been stopped on the street a couple times.
Really?
And people have said, when are you guys coming back? And I can't really say, because I don't want to create an awkward situation where I have to talk about Tommy. But it's like there's that one out there, and it's just a shame that Tommy has to do this right now.
Yeah.
Like the people want to have new content, and Tommy's ego is. I'm trying to tread lightly here.
More credit to the bravery of Nick for crossing the picket line and being on the. Say hi, Nick.
I'm just excited to be back in the midst of.
Okay. So, I guess full disclosure, we try to be transparent. Tommy, Mr. Zarek, Mr. Zarek gave us special permission to record an episode without him. He did. We are obligated to have an attorney here on his behalf. Tommy's attorney, Uncle Ira. Can I refer to you as Uncle Ira?
Yes.
Okay. You can talk on mic if you want. It's up to you. So Tommy's Uncle Ira is here just to make sure we don't betray any of the... can I go into some detail on this? Or?
Yes.
Okay. He's just trying to make sure we don't violate any of the provisions already in place in Tommy's contract that have been negotiated thus far. Obviously, the negotiations are still underway. Guys, I wish I could tell you when we're going to be back full swing, but I can't.
And I do want to apologize for the state of my voice. As you can probably tell, tensions are very high. Uncle Ira and I before we started recording, had about a 2-hour argument. Like really, really rough argument. Like a lot of yelling, a lot of name calling.
Yeah.
Just like really, really intense stuff. So that's why my voice is like this right now. So I just want to apologize. I know it's not the most soothing voice that you want to hear. when you listen to your podcast, but it's just the stress we're under, and it's just like the side effects you're seeing of like it's real life. This is what it looks like. This is what it sounds like.
Yeah,
it's hell.
And you know what? It that makes it sound like it was a one-sided conversation. And Ira, I hope you don't mind me. You were not pleasant with Gus. Let me just say, Uncle Ira's voice is also raw. All right, it's raw
It was 2 hours.
Yeah. Raw as something. Okay? Raw as a leg of lamb.
Yeah.
It's topical, given the
No.
Easter season.
We're not here to talk about that.
We're not here to make jokes.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Let me just. We're here to make jokes.
That hurts. That hurts though, because like we're pouring our heart out. We're having a tough time with this.
Yeah.
And you think it's funny. It's not funny.
Speaking and like I said, a lot of screaming in that meeting we had.
Yeah.
Not an hour ago. Not an hour ago.
It's 2 hours ago.
It was 2 hours ago. It wasn't 1 hour. It was 2 hours ago. And my ears are still ringing. All right. And I was diagnosed with tinnitus, but that's just one of the many ways that my life has fallen apart since the last time you heard my voice on this show. All right. And I don't need to get into too much detail. All right.
The thing is, I just want to make people laugh again, and I don't think I could do that right now.
No.
I'm just.
No.
What the hell?
I don't think I could either. And
no, I mean,
you hear the banging around.
It's Nick's parents.
Yeah,
Nick's
I
parents.
can tell them that. I apologize for their behavior.
That's fine. No, I mean, your mom told us she was going to do Pilates now. I've been thinking about it a lot. I should have honestly said something on air about it before we started.
But yeah, I think you want to give an update of what your life is like right now.
I mean, it's hard. But I did write it down. So I would like to maybe go into a little bit more detail about what my life is like right now. So obviously, you might be able to tell by the way this sounds. We're not in the Brigade studio. We're in actually Nick's parents' house. I've actually this whole ordeal has kind of been weighing heavily on me. Not good timing. I just graduated college. I just got married. A beautiful wife, Sharon, who has been so supportive through all of this. Sharon, if you're listening, I love you. And you've just been such a rock through all of this. And Nick has been such a good friend. I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus, but friends are hard to come by right now. Nick has been letting me stay at his house. Sharon and I actually staying at his house. And he's been very accommodating. We've been sleeping on his couch. Well, it's not as much of a couch as it is a dog bed for a moderate to small sized dog, maybe like a Pomeranian or like maybe like a Labrador Retriever, maybe like a Chesapeake Bay.
I will say, I never had a dog growing up, and I do not know where my parents got that bed.
Okay, well,
if it means anything to you,
no,
positive
sure.
or negative.
Yeah, I mean it is kind of dusty in that way, but it's fine. I mean, listen, beggars can't be choosers, and God knows I've done a lot of begging. All right. I just want to thank you for being such a good friend through my time of need, and I'll just say not a lot of my friends can say that right now, and I won't throw anybody under the bus.
I think I know what you're getting at. I think you're hinting at me.
Well, you can say so. I mean, it's a free country. You can say whatever you want about it. And you can try to defend yourself. You can try to defend yourself.
I've just been very busy.
Yeah.
Sure.
No.
Besides this, things are going
like the
well.
hiatus and everything.
Things are going well for me. I got a job, a nice paying job. I got my own apartment.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
No,
that sounds like I see your watch. I see your watch.
It's a nice watch.
It's nice. No, it's nice.
I'm just sorry that I couldn't.
I mean, Sharon and I are sharing a can of tuna every night for dinner, but I guess that is no concern of yours.
Hey, anytime
you can't even afford the little pouches of tuna.
Anytime you want to go out, I'll pay.
I will say recently, in Gus's defense, he started Rosetta Stone recently, trying to learn French, so it's been a busy time. I know I'm not trying to compare apples to oranges here, but to give him the benefit of the doubt.
I guess merci beaucoup for your sacrifice.
What does that mean?
Okay. It's not a very effective program.
The lies are not adding up.
What? No.
Also, I just want to say, Ira, I just want to make sure you have in writing, Gus did say that he'll buy me a meal. I just want to make sure we put that in writing somewhere.
Well, it depends on what meal. Like we could go to an Applebee's,
as long as that's in listen.
or a Red Robin.
Listen.
But I'm not taking you to a Montgomery Inn or a Jeffrey's.
All right. Do you have
Subway? We can go to a Subway.
Listen, we can go to a Subway.
What about a Fusion?
We can go to a Subway.
Sushi.
Fusion?
Yeah.
I don't think Jake is welcome at Fusions anymore.
As long as I can get double protein.
No, you have
at the Subway or at the Fusion?
Listen.
Either?
Beggars can't be choosers, and God knows I've done a lot of begging. Guys, I just want to apologize again. Like Gus said, we aren't going to be telling a lot of jokes this episode.
No, this is kind of just a refresher too. Not a refresher, but informative stance on where we are right now.
You've got to be wondering what we've been doing all this time. Obviously, Gus has been living it up.
I've been doing pretty well. Yeah, I've been doing pretty well.
Job. I've been sleeping in our dog bed and eating cans of tuna. But we also did try to sit down a couple times and record with Tommy throughout the negotiations. But somewhere along the line, Ira has been ripping us off. Fucking our lives up in the show, fucking the show up big time.
Okay, stop.
Okay, I don't want to cross any legal boundaries here.
But, I would. I just can't yell anymore.
No, yeah, sure. Your voice it's raw as a lamb. We have several episodes that I hope you guys can hear someday. They've kind of been stuck in the ether with all sort of the lawsuits, the legal quagmire as it was. Tommy wasn't on some of them because that's just how it is now. We can't expect Tommy to do anything or be anywhere. But of course, we've been trying to make good episodes, and it just pains me to just read the list of names that we've had guests on our show that you guys will never hear to see. I mean, people
like really top notch.
Really top notch.
We did just we kind of were heavily influenced by like Mark Maron.
Yeah.
Where we wanted a deep dive into these people. Like we would tell jokes and we'd have fun.
Yeah.
But we also wanted to get like what made these people tick. What was their upbringing like? Why are they the way they are?
And speaking of Mark Maron, who's a colleague of ours and a peer of ours, we've corresponded a lot with him.
Yeah, he's really like a lot of people get on Mark Maron, but he has been
when you're down and out.
Probably our number one supporter.
Yeah.
Probably our number one supporter.
When you're at the end, you're at the end of the rope like we've been the past year.
Him and Tom Myers.
Tom Myers, another friend of ours. Tom Myers, who unfortunately won't.
Dan Ninen.
We were going to have Dan Ninen.
Like, we made fun of Dan Ninen before, but he actually was the first to reach out.
Yeah. And we've gotten a lot of great advice about, like, what to do, when you're, at down
your
and out.
Samsung Express.
And they've hooked us up with a lot of, I'm reading the list of names right now of I'm looking through the files on my computer. We have an episode with Leif Garrett. We have an episode with Leif Garrett.
Yeah, Scott Baio.
Scott Baio, that's another fucking great one. Dustin Diamond, who was
Screech from
and he was here famously with Mario Lopez's lawyer.
Yeah,
he was here as well.
Yeah,
Uncle Ira. Maybe you can say something about that. Actually, okay, slid me a note across the table, and he said, it just says no. Okay, it says no.
I think my favorite interview, and it was a pretty eye-opening experience. It got like really emotional. It was the first time we ever got it. We landed the oldest Hanson brother from the band Hanson. We did land
the oldest Hanson, from the band from the Mbop.
Yeah,
Mbop.
I did say I have heard that episode and literal tears. Never have I cried at one of your podcasts before.
Yeah, Mbop was the song.
All I'll say is there's a lot of animosity between the three brothers. It's like imagine the Gallagher brothers from Oasis, and then multiply that by like 2.
And we did have.
That's Hanson right now.
We did have Gallagher. We did also have Gallagher. Just since we mentioned the Gallagher brothers, we did have Gallagher, the comedian. The comedian. Wait. Actually, now that I think about it,
he might be like a cousin.
He might be like a cousin or like a.
We should have asked him that.
We should have asked him maybe like a younger brother or something because I don't think that timeline adds up very well. Shania Twain was a great guest.
Shania Twain was a doll.
Yeah.
Scott Thompson, also
Scott
known
Thompson.
as
Scott. Well, that's Scott Carrot Top Thompson. Ever heard of him?
Yeah.
Fucking Carrot Top.
We had the entire band of Foreigner.
Foreigner was on.
Foreigner from the '80s. They came in. They played us some songs.
They played us some songs. Yeah, it was acoustic set. It was.
It
wasn't. I mean, it wasn't very good. It
was like think NPR Little Desk.
Yeah.
But a little less.
Yeah,
good,
well,
but it was still.
It wasn't tiny. It was Little Desk. It wasn't. It wasn't Tiny Desk, which is what it's called. It was Little Desk.
No. I'm sorry. That's what our segment.
Yeah, that Rage Brigade Little Desk.
Yeah,
which started that. You know.
Who else? We had a really good run. I think we tried to stay away from politics, and we tried to. Yeah. Well, like that's what the interesting thing about Scott Baio. Scott Baio is known for being now a very politically active celebrity, but it was kind of nice to see the the Chachi side of him.
I mean,
something we all as Americans miss.
No, yeah, we did force him to do Chachi.
A lot of Joni Loves Chachi.
Yeah, a lot of Joni Loves Chachi. Yeah, and we did Joni Mitchell. We were confused about that. We did try to stay away from politics, but Frankie Muniz was on, and he did say a lot of messed up things about Saudi Arabia. That one was cleared for release, but we didn't, for fear of insulting another guest. We had the Saudi Crown Prince. We didn't want to offend. We didn't want to offend him.
Who else?
Lil Bow Wow.
Lil Bow Wow was good.
Don Rickles.
Don Rickles was great.
Don Rickles was great.
I mean, hold on. Just
to be roasted by Don. They say that you're never truly friends with Don Rickles until he roasts you.
That's what John Stamos said.
Yeah,
John Stamos. But like,
and as he left, and we hugged. We had such a great time. Tears and my cheeks hurt.
I've loved Don Rickles ever since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And just to be in the presence of Don Rickles, the guy who was best friends with Frank Sinatra.
To be able to embrace him at the end after we had such a great time. And the way he gave me a little kiss, he nipped my ear a little bit as we went. And just to smell I still feel him. I still smell his cologne.
I mean, his career it's Casino, Toy Story 1, Toy Story 2, Toy Story 3. Sorry, hold on.
Soon to be Toy Story 4, without a doubt.
Oh my god!
Imagine a Toy Story movie without Mr. Potato Head.
You said Don Rickles?
Yeah, Don Rickles.
Like the Don Rickles.
Is there another Don Rickles?
Yeah, you hockey puck. That sound disgusting. Again, it feels good to laugh.
That's
under such legal duress. All right.
Besides the time I had,
Uncle Ira just sent me a note across the table that said, I'm sorry, Nick.
I'm pretty sure Don Rickles died.
No.
He was famously dead.
Well, to be fair, I haven't talked to him since we recorded, so that could be.
Yeah, no, I mean.
But I wouldn't know.
Was this a month ago?
You're talking to
what? Huh?
When did you record with him?
A month ago.
3 weeks, 3.5 weeks, maybe.
You're talking to two Rickleheads.
Rickleheads. Yeah.
Don Rickles.
Yeah.
Don heads.
Yeah.
Famously dead Don Rickles. David Bowie dead Don Rickles.
David Bowie.
David
dead.
I don't know who's David.
I don't know.
He was Nicole Tesla in that movie with Christian Bale where they're magicians. The Prestige.
Oh. Don Rickles. I only know movies about Don Rickles.
Hold
on. Let me look it up.
I could be wrong. I mean, I'm not as I'm not.
Don Rickles. DONRIC.
CK.
Just start with Mr. Potato Head and work backwards.
Oh yes, yeah. Go to IMDb.
Don Rickles.
Look at Toy Story 4.
Mr. Potato Head. Just work backwards from there.
Okay. Don Rickles. Is he alive?
Is he alive?
Could be like a Betty White situation.
I mean, I don't want to embarrass you. We can cut this out. I don't want you to embarrass you on the podcast.
No, I understand.
You've been a good friend to me with the dog bed.
Oh my god.
It's a serious thought I have.
Oh my. He's dead. What? He's dead.
Like when though?
He died
a week ago.
He died in 2017.
I have my email saved from him. Let me look.
It was him.
I swear it was him.
He hobbled in. Yeah. He was on dialysis.
Yeah.
He was 90 out.
His wife
94.
was here. Yeah, she was. We had to move her outside because she was smoking a lot of cigarettes and.
They had to refill his or clean his colostomy bag.
Yeah, they cleaned his colostomy
this was.
That sounds like Don Rickles.
Hold on. Okay, so
I'm looking at the email.
We went to no. Hold on. You look at the. I'll go to the email or the website we got him at.
Yeah.
Don Rickles.
Wait, it says
Don Rickles live.
Dom Rickles at Gmail. Dom Rickles 97 at Gmail.
You say Dom?
Dom.
Like with an M?
Who is this?
Spell that.
Oh my god.
DOMR. Well, maybe his middle name is. His middle name is Mike. What?
I think we got an impersonator.
What?
I'm looking at it right now. He does impersonate. He does Marlon Brando and he does.
Does it say anything?
Elvis. He does Henry Belafonte.
Does it say anything about him nipping me on the ear?
Is that a common?
Is that like a thing he does?
Common service?
I don't remember that being part of his act.
Well, who's that? It wasn't an
Don
act.
Rickles
it wasn't an act.
Well, Don Rickles was a verbal. He wasn't really a physical comic. He was a verbal comic.
Yeah, he wasn't like Gallagher.
Yeah, it wasn't really his move.
Who we also had on the show. I don't know if we
mentioned. Do we get ripped off by a celebrity impersonator?
I mean, I wasn't here. I don't want to be part of this but.
All right, we're gonna talk to intern Dylan about that later, I guess.
Fucking Dylan.
Wait, hold on. I can't believe he's dead.
Don, this is rough for you. This is like when
Can we just have a moment of silence?
Wait, but it just makes sense because they're making Toy Story 4.
Well, maybe they pre-recorded everything.
I just want a moment, and you know what they can do with CGI nowadays.
I mean, that's true. There's nothing Mr. Potato Head would say that Don Rickles hasn't already said.
I just don't know how you include Toy Story 4 without. I mean, Mr. Potato Head is Tom's story. Tom's story. I can't even talk right now.
Toy Story 3
it's Tom's story. Tom Hanks' story.
It came out when we were in 8th grade.
Toy Story 3?
Yes.
Why do you know that?
No way.
That paired up so efficiently with 8th grade?
There's no way Toy Story 3 came out when we were in 8th grade.
Can we just have a moment of silence for my friend Dom Rickles?
Hold on.
Sorry, Don Rickles.
It came out in 2010.
A moment of silence, please.
Hold on.
If listener, listen. If you're at home, if you're at home,
sorry,
and please, stand up. Maybe sit down. If you're wearing a hat, take it off. If you're driving, listening to this on your commute,
probably pull over at a respect.
Pull over to the side of the road. Get out of the car. All right, stand. Put your hand over. Salute if you're in the military. God bless you.
Rickles is in the military.
Stand near the nearest flag and show some respect.
All right.
Moment of silence, please.
Wait, right now?
Yeah. Yes, right now. Pull over to. Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, starting now. I'm kidding. Okay. I don't appreciate you writing notes during the middle of our moment of silence. All right, I get. Thank you for being respectful and writing it down on a note. But listen, I don't care what Tommy wants. I don't care how many bathroom breaks he wants. Okay, I don't care what fucking song he wants to be. But this is the middle. We're saluting a great fucking man right now.
Why are you recording?
I just have to make sure you keep contract. I just have to make sure you keep contract.
Don Rickles was a fucking a grandfather
Make sure you're not violating
a fucking grandfather to me.
Why are you writing this down? This is all gonna be recorded.
Why are you wearing a Seattle Mariners cap? You put it on right after we started. I specifically said to take the moment of silence for a great fucking patriot.
Jake, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. He's trying to get. He's trying to get you.
Believe this?
He's trying to get you. It's fine.
Writes me a note.
Wait, is the mode of silence over?
Yeah, I mean,
okay, you get back in your car. Okay.
Yeah, please get back in your car. I'm sorry.
I will say this is not the first time Gus has not thought someone. When we were in high school, Gus thought Stephen Ambrose, the famous author, died. So he found out he died like 3 years after he died.
Really?
And Gus was devastated to a point that didn't make a lot of sense to me. Because I feel like the level of devastated you were was the level that you should have known he was dead.
I mean, he's one of America's great. I love his work.
He plagiarized
his
some
books.
of his work.
His books of Saving Private Ryan, Platoon, great
Brian.
What?
Saving Private Brian.
What did I say?
You said Ryan.
You said Ryan. Saving Private Brian.
With a B.
Okay, Saving Private Ryan.
No.
Brian.
Saving Private Brian.
Platoon.
Dunkirk.
Dunkirk. No, he did Dunkirk. He did Dunkirk. He did. What was that?
Letters to Iwo Jima.
Oh, what was that one called? He did Ken Burns' Civil War.
That's true.
He did Civil War.
Did he do Stripes?
He did Stripes.
He also did Racing Stripes.
With
Eddie Murphy.
No, Billy Murray did.
Are you making a joke right now?
No. Eddie Murphy is a zebra.
Wait, what did you say?
Are you making a joke?
Did you just say fucking? Did you say Racing Stripes?
No, seriously, fuck. I don't.
All right, let's. I don't
like seriously. Why are you trying to make jokes?
Also, millions of zebras are poached every day. I don't think that's funny at all.
Especially right now.
I don't know why specifically right now.
I understand that we're a comedy podcast, but seriously,
we're not here to make. We're not here to update everybody.
We're trying to I don't appreciate you trying to bash me by bringing up my grieving of Stephen Ambrose.
And listen, before we get too far into the show, excuse me, Ira, counselor, have we done anything thus far to violate the agreement we laid out with Tommy before we did this episode?
You have not.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good, I guess. We did specifically say, I'm sorry, could you tell your mom to stop doing Pilates so fucking loud?
I'll tell her, but technically this is her house.
I mean, I understand. She has the Suzanne Summers DVD for Pilates that my mom had when I was growing up.
She signed the contract, Wade Brigade contract, to not make any noise during times of recording.
Is that
that is correct?
Thank you.
Very correct.
That's correct.
Everyone in our lives is signed.
And frankly, as much screaming as we've done at Uncle Ira, our legal team, I'm thinking about hiring you, because our legal team has been asleep at the wheel.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're talking Ted Kennedy.
We're talking Ted Kennedy asleep at the wheel. We're talking Chappaquiddick.
We're talking Leif Garrett asleep at the wheel.
We're talking like Mighty Ducks 2 asleep at the wheel. And that I do bear some of the blame of that as I was our high school's mock trial captain. People like to forget about that. My roommate Zach is also on our legal team. He took the LSATs last year. And that's for a different time, and that's for a private conversation. Huh?
We don't know. He won't tell us.
Did he pass?
You said he took the LSATs, and did he pass the LSATs?
I mean, have you taken the LSATs?
No, but
he won't tell us.
You've been a good friend to me lately, but just stay in your fucking lane.
All we know is he took it. He won't tell us if he passed it.
Yeah, he won't let us see the scores.
No.
Yeah.
Nor do I care.
No, yeah. I'm frankly.
But now I'm
that's
starting
an impressive.
That's something we kind of overlook.
Half the battle is taking the test.
It's showing up. Half the
battle is showing up and taking the test.
Excuse me.
Which is the same. Half the battle is showing up and taking the test.
You're not wrong.
Can you stop trying to?
I just feel like you're trying to make jokes. You're trying to make jokes.
You're trying to instigate something.
Yeah, because you want this classic chemistry, but Tommy's not here. So it feels like I don't have my fucking legs.
Okay, I'm gonna say this and
feels like I'm trying to run a marathon without my fucking legs.
I'm gonna say
that's a metaphor.
I feel like Nick is using this opportunity, and it's gross on his part. It is gross on his part.
And Nick's been a good friend lately.
But it's gross on his part.
But keep in mind that he's been a better friend than you lately. I'll say it.
Oh, well, that's...
And you tried to defend yourself earlier, and that's fine. Go on.
Whatever. I feel Nick is trying to take this as an advantage to him by trying to fill Tommy's seat hole. And he's trying to, audition for...
Listen, coming from someone who's tried to fill Tommy's seat hole, that's a wide expanse, my friend.
If you think I live in a world where I think I could replace Tommy at anything, anywhere, you're living in a fantasy world.
You're living in a fantasy world. You're living in J.R.R. Tolkien's fantasy world.
Is he dead?
He's
dead.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It's been for quite some time.
I did exchange emails with his booking agent earlier.
He did write Lion, Witch, Wardrobe?
He did write the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Okay. Yeah, and Prince Caspian.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. That's part of the same series.
Part of the same series.
Is it?
Yeah, it's 7 or 8 books.
7, 8, 9.
Books.
Chronicles of Narnia.
Chronicles of Narnia.
That is too many books.
Chronicles of Riddick. Chronicles of Riddick.
It's just too many books. Imagine writing 7 books.
I can't imagine writing one book.
Are you being
I've written one.
Right now?
No, I literally have never written a book.
Okay.
It seems like too many pages.
But I think this is actually very therapeutic.
I think this is very therapeutic.
I just said that. I literally just said that.
See, I'm not even on top of my game.
Just said that. Just said that.
You know, if you're listening to this, we're down, but listen, we're the Rage Brigade. We're not out. All right. So if you're listening, if you made it this far,
I think we do have some positive news. We.
Oh wait, sorry. Are we allowed to
mention the?
We're allowed to mention the PS thing.
Yes, go on.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
so we've been working hard to kind of we wanted to add more of a music element to the show.
Yeah, musical.
And budgets, we don't have the budget for it.
Yeah, and Tommy frankly just wasn't bringing anything.
We would ask him, Tommy's very talented. I will give the devil his due. He's a very talented musician. He's in a band, which is a whole nother story.
Yeah. Taking up a lot of his time.
But we would always ask him hey, you want to write an intro or some music? He'd always say yeah, but he would never do it. So we're kind of expanding our horizons and trying to get go big here. Yeah. So it's in the works, and we shouldn't put the horse before the carriage.
Yeah.
No, the carriage before.
It's I mean, you can say it either way. I think it's fine.
I don't know. I was gonna chime in, but I don't know what the right.
You don't want to put the horse before the carriage, because then the horse just runs away with it, and you can't have no control.
No, I think it's.
No
carriage.
Right.
I don't know.
Nick, you've been a good friend.
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
But if you're a big David Letterman fan, we're in the works of getting Paul Shaffer to be our musical guest or musical host.
Yeah.
So he'll kind of be the band leader of the Rage Brigade, which I think is pretty cool. And I think if we get that, we're that's because he hasn't done anything since he left Letterman.
Yeah, he hasn't done anything.
No,
yeah, Hercules.
Yeah, and we just need to double check because I cannot risk having a Paul Shaffer impersonator.
Yeah, I mean that's just a risk where we cannot afford.
No, we've already. It's been okay. We already. Yes.
Thank God we didn't release that episode. The egg on our face if we release that.
I'm just paranoid of how many other impersonators do we get to buy?
Yeah.
Leif Garrett.
Leif Garrett. Yeah. His name Leif Garrett. He spells his name like a tree leaf.
No.
Right?
Yes, it's L.
Yeah. Like L-E-A-F.
Yes. And then Garrett.
We definitely
Garrett's
got him.
standard.
Yeah. No, that was just yeah.
But yeah, Paul Shaffer could come on board, which I would. He's
talking about filling someone's seat hole.
Yeah, Paul Shaffer definitely.
Yeah,
could.
That shiny dome of his.
And his little glasses.
Too
bad.
What a cutie, honestly.
Too bad.
And he'll bring his piano and he'll play it.
Too bad this is audio and not.
Yeah,
visual,
real. Yeah,
because everyone would love to see Paul
They'll
Shaffer.
swoon. It'll be first time I have swoons.
We might have to set up a live stream just so people can see Paul's shining face and his little glasses.
His little glasses, yeah. We might have to start doing that, yeah. Assuming that we get our cameras in the divorce from Mr. Zarek, excuse me. But we'll see if Ira can let that one through. So.
Oh my God! Okay, you need to tell your parents.
You need to
fighting.
I mean, they're either fighting or fucking. They're either fighting or fucking. I'll just say they're either fighting or fucking.
I'm sure that is a neighbor and my father disputing a fence mowing issue.
Yeah.
But
fence mowing.
all the same. Well, like
fence
mowing along the
No,
fence.
no,
You know what
understand.
I mean?
Fence mowing.
It's their fence, but like we have to mow our side of the fence.
Nick, we're all men here. It's a fence mowing issue.
Thank you.
All right, so we're at all right. I know we said a full half hour. It's 29 with 30 seconds to go. Ira, do you give us permission to?
I do.
Okay, thank you. Stay tuned. Down but not out. All right.
Hey, we go.
I have some serious fucking issues with the way you interrupted that moment of silence.